Welcome to the AACFB's 2023 Meet the Funder webinar series. My name is Monica Harper. I'm the Executive Director of the AACFB, and I will be your host. Our presenter today is Joe Cambarato from National Business Capital. National Business Capital is both a funding source member and a gold sponsor of the AACFB, and I'd like to thank them for their support of the association. Before I introduce National Business Capital, I'd like to go over a few items to make this webinar more enjoyable and informative for everyone. During the presentation, you should see a Q&A box that allows you to ask questions. If you have any questions during the presentation, please submit your questions in the box and they'll be answered by the end of the webinar. Please reserve the chat for communication between attendees. The entire webinar should take no more than 30 to 45 minutes. And for those of you who would like to review it at a later date, it will be posted on the 2023 Meet the Funder page of the website, and it will be emailed out to the AACFB membership. At this time, we'll turn it over to Joe. It is all yours.
Thank you, Monica. And yeah, it's been a pleasure to be a sponsor and be a part of the AACFB. My name is Joe Cambarato. I'm the CEO founder of National Business Capital. We are a fintech debt-enabled lending platform. So we help business owners access capital. Everything we do is focused on all different types of financing products and debt, so non-equity. And I'll go through my presentation. We'll talk more about National and why maybe you would use us. But thanks for having me on today. And excited to share our partnership program. We work really, really well with a lot of commercial brokers and lenders out there. So let me go through here. Again, CEO founder. I'm also part of YPO for anyone that works with YPOers. And you can check me out on LinkedIn and my social media channels. It's @Grow by Joe. I also have something called The Grow Show, where I interview entrepreneurs and bring on some really cool people. I just interviewed the CEO of Essentia and Essentia Water. And I have a really great show called Fun Tank, where business owners come and pitch their businesses, and we help them talk through financing and do some really cool things there. So that's been a lot of fun. So National was started back in 2007 by myself, and we've really grown over the years. It'll be 16 years. We've helped finance and fund over $2 billion in transactions. We've got great relationships with some of the top B2B lenders across the country that really help your clients access the capital quickly and easily. So we do equipment funding as well, but also we focus on a lot of term loan products, revenue-based products, cash flow products, lines of credit, SBA, ABL, and factoring. So when a client comes to us, really depending on their need, we help them access the right capital that they need, because sometimes they think they need something, but they'll qualify for something else that maybe makes more sense or something they didn't realize. So we kind of help them go through that. We have personal finance advisors that will work with with your customers, and they help kind of talk through the different all the different things that are available, all the different lending products to uncover what's going to make the most sense. And we move fast. We're all about speed and convenience, and we're all about long-term. We've been doing this for a long time. We really care about our clients, our customers, and also our referral partners. So when you work with us, we're always going to take a long-term approach in everything that we're doing. We're a big, really all about giving back as well too. A cool thing about it, when you work with us, some of the charity stuff that we do, but when we fund a deal, we donate 10 meals to Feeding America. We've donated over 200,000 meals to date. And then we do a lot of cool things throughout the year with the charities that you see here. And then also some other stuff that we get involved in that comes up in the local community. So our partner experience is really great. It's really easy. If you're focused on funding equipment deals, and you have a client, maybe you have an equipment deal that just you're not getting done at any of your equipment lenders, our partners and brokers will send those over to us. We'll help source it and get it done. We have over 75 lenders on our platform, so we do really good about that. But what we find with a lot of equipment brokers and equipment lenders, if they have a client that just needs maybe some working capital, or they're buying this, new asset, piece of, machinery, equipment, yellow iron, whatever it might be. And now they need to, fuel payroll, or buy, materials or whatever whatever it might be to, fuel that, to get that, put that piece of equipment to work. We can help with a line of credit or a term loan or some other type of product to give them maybe the cash they need, to get that machine, working and running. So, if clients are coming to us and maybe can only find a certain amount, we can come in maybe for some additional amount as well too, to help, meet whatever that purchase price is. Let's say it's $1 million. You can only finance 900,000. Maybe we can come in for the 100,000. Again, it's just a simple and easy example. But you submit your client to us. Our business financing advisors connect with your client. We go through the different options that may be available, collect all the docs. We do all the work, application, all the financing docs that we would need. We get approvals very quickly. We go over it with them. We get them funded, and then you get paid. We make it really, really easy. So we have a partner portal, so you can upload your deals there, your clients, your leads. We only need really a name and number and a need. We call it name, number, and need. And basically, if you have a client that needs, 250,000, $1 million, $5 million, whatever it might be of working capital, you can just put their name, business, phone number, email, submit it right in, and then we'll reach out immediately and see if it's something that we can do. If you've got documents and all that stuff, you can upload it all right in the portal as well. But you can see and view all your deals in the portal. There's also marketing collateral in there, and you also get a co-branded landing page and application page. So you can just send the link right to your customer. It's trackable. They click it, they can get started right from there. It all tracks back to you. You can see it right in your portal, and the team will take over. You build a book of business with us when you fund the deal. If the client takes out more money in the future, as long as you're a partner with us still, you can continue to get paid on those additional fundings, which is great. As I mentioned, we have an exclusive 75 plus lender marketplace. So it really helps us get deals across the finish line. We've got a 5-star reputation. We've got over 3,000 5-star reviews on Trustpilot and Google. And you have 2 dedicated points of contacts here. Your partner relationship manager will help you get onboarded, and they'll work with you so you're successful. And then we have a business financing advisors that work between you, our partner relationship manager, and then your customers. So here's like a little view of the portal. It's really clean. It's really simple. You can submit your deals in there. You can send out a digital application right from here. You can upload your client documents. And it's got, a live pipeline statuses of what's going on, with the deal, with your deals. You can track your new and renewal commissions. And then you simply upload your logo. Once you do that, you can actually have a co-branded landing page that you can use if you'd like. And most importantly, you have dedicated partner support. So we're here for you. Our business was built, by brokers, for brokers. So, everyone here, including myself, I founded the company 16 years ago. I've done everything. So we really understand like how, a deal needs to move through a pipeline. And, we've built out all this technology just from really understanding the business and making it easy, for us, for our clients, for our internal teams, but also for you as a partner and a broker working with us. We also have something that's really great. It's our accelerated growth program. Sometimes we find that partners are great connectors. They've got a big network. They know other people that could bring their deals to national. So if you refer any other referral partners over to us that sign up with us, any deals that they fund, you get a small override on. Some partners do really well with that. And make a really nice override commission. So that could just be something else that you have in the mix with us. Maybe 2 or 3 people that would be great partners. They sign up with us. You get an override on them for life. And some people do well with that, and also fund transactions with us. And when you add the 2 together, they can create a really nice revenue stream, which has been great, and partners really love it. So our financing solutions, we work with all industries, all credit profiles. We really like to work with companies that are doing at least $100,000 in monthly revenue. Um, and we do fundings as small as 30,000. That's on the small end. But we do, we really focus on fundings in the 100K to $10 million range. Again, we'll do deals that are smaller. We can do deals that are larger, but that 100K to 10 million, it's a wide range, but it's really our focus. And that's really everything, especially right now, that the banks don't want to do. So our financing solutions range from business term loans, business lines of credit, revenue-based financing, equipment financing, SBA loans, asset-based. And we also have a really cool sub-debt product where if you have a deal that has a senior lender, maybe it doesn't make sense to refinance that, or no other lender is willing to refinance it, or we can come in with some additional funding and do a sub-debt piece or an airball where we lend in like a junior position behind a senior lender. That product's been really great. We've been doing that a lot to help get deals done. Maybe one of your clients is looking to buy a business or buy out a competitor, and they're, maybe it's $5 million, and they can come to the table with 3 or 4 million between their own equity and financing, but they're short $1 million. We can come in, with $1 million. That product is anywhere from 250 up to 5 million, and sometimes a little bit larger in a junior or subordinated position. So we've got really leading technology. All of our applications are digital. Clients can fill out the digital application, link their bank account, upload bank statements. We make it easy. We also have multiple API integrations with our lenders. So what that means is basically our system's connected to lenders' underwriting systems. When people apply with us, upload their docs, we aggregate all that information. The click of a button, we can submit it to one or many lenders at once. Most of the lenders do soft credit pulls, so it doesn't affect your customer's credit. But by doing that and with our technology, we can get really approvals 250,000 under in minutes and hours. So we move really, really fast, and under 250 we can fund in literally hours to 24 hours. So that moves really fast. The larger the deal size is, 500, 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 10 million. Those usually take, more time. But last month, towards the end of the month, we had $1 million deal come in. Working capital had a really awesome opportunity, great business. They couldn't wait in the bank. We got it done in 48 hours from application to funding. The team moved quick on that. They made it happen. It was a great product, a term loan product, and they were able to take advantage of an opportunity that kind of popped up out of nowhere. So we can move fast, as fast as needed. We've got a lender and financing, match technology. So we're really good at matching our clients to the right lenders. Because of our tech, we process deals 24/7, and our agreements are also digital, so we make it easy and convenient for the customers. So again, 1 year, time in business. We really like to see our customers at least 1 year time in business, which is not a long time. Annual gross revenue. We really focus on companies in that, $1 million minimum, up to 50 million is kind of the areas that we play in. We have a deal in the pipeline right now that's doing 100 million of revenue, so we can go higher. These are just ranges. Credit score, we're not focused on credit, we're focused on the business. Some products that we offer do have credit minimums, but because of all the different lender access, we're really good at being able to maneuver whatever the challenges are and deals are to the right lenders. Some lenders focus on the business, some don't focus on credit. Some are all about the receivable, some are all about the asset. So it all just depends. So we're not focused on credit. Our top industries, these are just top industry examples. We work with pretty much all industries, but we do a lot of construction companies, e-commerce, professional services, consultants, and then manufacturing, retail, restaurants, medical. Transportation has been a challenge. We can still get them done, but as you guys know, if you're brokering, equipment deals, transportation has been a big challenge. And that one's slowly going towards the bottom of the list, unfortunately, right now. And then wholesale distribution, big focus. And we could even do cannabis deals, and we've done a decent amount of those as well too. Not a core focus, but we've gotten them across the finish line. And then clients come to us because they're expanding. They need some working capital. They want to purchase another business, buy some inventory. remodel, do some marketing, payroll, hire new employees. These are typical needs. We work with all types of needs and opportunities. So let me go into some deal examples. It's really good to help you guys understand how we can really work and to get you thinking. I said, I think in this market, we're in a challenging market. It's been a wild year. Lenders are tight. Customers, there's a lot of uncertainty, and deals are taking longer to get across the finish line. We're still moving really fast, and I'll talk about this in these deal examples. But right now, when there's opportunity, you have to take advantage of any opportunity. And if you can monetize on those opportunities, you want to make sure that you're monetizing your customers and the leads that you're getting, just because we're in this unique market and you have to monetize. So this client wanted to extend their mechanic bay. They wanted to add 3 new lifts and renovate their parking lot area to accommodate more customers. They were declined by their bank. The banks couldn't wrap their head around the growth plan, which is not surprising. It was actually a pretty simple growth plan, but the bank couldn't wrap their heads around it. We secured a $300,000 term loan, and we did $102,000 of equipment financing for all the lifts. So, there was things that, when this client came to us, we identified, this came from a referral partner. They initially came in for equipment, and we're going to finance all those lifts. But then we understood that, like, hey, I want to do this other stuff around my business. I want to do my parking lot. I want to hire some employees. I'm going to need some additional money for this. So we did a term loan product at an 18-month term for the $300,000, and we did in combination the equipment financing deal. We financed all those left over five years. What's cool about it is the client projected to project another $650,000 in revenue, and with the added lifts, and they created 4 jobs. What's also great is between the equipment financing and the term loan, we got all of this done in 6 business days. And the partner commission was just over $6,000. So really great transaction. We got it done in basically a week. Next up is medical. The client placed a down payment on some specialized medical equipment. They had an immediate opportunity. They needed to move fast in order to secure the equipment and keep their deposit. The equipment financing just would have taken too long in this scenario because it was so specialized, and they were going to miss out. There was someone else that wanted to buy it. So we shifted gears in this, and we were able to get a 2-year term on a revenue-based product for $200,000 at a fair rate, and we did an $80,000 revolving line of credit. Our team quickly got this done. They were able to lock it in, purchase it before their deadline. The line of credit was going to help, with some working capital needs. They were projecting with the equipment and everything that they were doing in their business and some hires to 3x their monthly revenue, which is just huge. And we got this done in under 24 hours. So again, this is a prime example of how quickly we can move. And the partner commission here, again, was $6,000, which is pretty awesome. Next up, manufacturing business. The client designs and manufactures materials for elevators. They outsourced their work because of lack of the equipment, and they wanted to purchase the equipment so they can do it in-house and make more money. Really simple thing. Basically the client, was waiting on their bank, and every 4 weeks, they were losing money. I mean, this is exactly what the client told us. So we stepped in here. We understood it was a normal piece of equipment that they were looking to purchase. We did a $400,000 equipment financing deal over 4 years, and then we comboed it with a $150,000 line of credit because they wanted to help manage some of the cost and streamline cash flow with now taking on this new project. So if you guys are doing equipment deals, again, these are examples, and the examples just to show you, like, we got this all done in 7 days. And the equipment in 6 months will pay for itself. But this is an example where the client, you could have funded, if you want to fund the equipment deal, that's fine. But when you really understand the needs of the client, there was a further need to have a line of credit for some working capital to manage some of their costs with this new piece of machinery. So they're probably laying out money for payroll, maybe some new hires, maybe some marketing. If you were doing this on your own at $400,000, and you can now take this only $400K funding and put it into, add another $150,000 on top of that. But both of these deals combined, the commissions were $8,250, which is great. We got it done in 7 days. If you came to us and said, hey, I'm doing this equipment deal, but the client does need some working capital, we'll only work on the working capital piece. You can work on that equipment piece. And we got this done. Line of credit, we could probably get done in 2-3 days at $150,000, maybe even less. So again, we can move quickly with that stuff. If you want us to work on everything, we can do it all. So however you want to work, we can work with you. This was a really interesting one. This tattoo parlor. They own a popular tattoo shop in a major city. And they had a really awesome opportunity to purchase a competitor, another location, double their annual revenue. And basically we finance all the tattoo chairs, all the tattoo guns and all that type of stuff. So we did $125,000 of equipment financing. And they wanted to furnish, this new location and change some things around, do a lot of cool stuff. So we did $700,000 term loan over a 2-year repayment. We got all of this done in only 9 business days. The partner commission here was just over $10,000. And the client got a new location and they're going to double their revenue and also create 10 new jobs, which is always awesome, especially in this economy. Next up, construction. Client needed funding to cover operating costs and take on more work. They also need to replace 2 older skid steers, and they needed some liquidity as well in the business, and they also needed to update some of their assets. So we did a 4-year, $100,000, I believe, on the equipment financing, and an 18-month term loan for $400,000. By doing all this, we were also in competition when this deal came to us. And because we took the time to understand the needs, we brought the products to the table. We're also competitive with our pricing. We beat out the competitor that was already working with this client. We got this done in 8 days. The partner commission was $7,500. And the client was on pace to triple the revenue. And this helped triple the revenue last year in 2022, which is, again, awesome. All right, next up, transportation. Again, these transportation deals are definitely becoming harder. This was a really great transportation business that had a number of trucks and had a long time in business and really had it together. They needed 2 refrigerator trailers to move temperature sensitive materials. They also needed the funds to do some hiring, some training and certifications. And the funding really just helped them with their growth plans, along with add the 2 new trucks to the fleet. So we did a 3-year, $300,000 equipment financing, and we did $125,000 on a revolving line of credit. And what was really cool is the line of credit helped manage their fuel costs throughout the year, and also employee costs, laying out payroll, all that fun stuff. Each trailer that they added here adds $90,000 in monthly revenue, which is great. Projected to increase $2.2 million in annual revenue. We got both these deals done in 7 days, and the partner commission was just over $6,300. All right, thank you for watching the webinar. I hope you found it helpful. If you'd like to learn more, you can do a few things. You can simply go to nationalbusinesscapital.com/AACFB. You can give us a call at the number on the screen, 855-806-2555, or just shoot us an email, partnersupport@national.biz. Shoot us an email if you have a question, if you've got a deal that you want to run by, just shoot them over to us, and we can hop on a phone call, and through a few-minute phone call, we can understand if it's a deal that can make sense for us. Again, we work with all industries. We do all types of funding. And we really, right now we're working on a lot of unique transactions. So if you have something that's unique and out of the box, before you walk away from it, just reach out to us. All right, Monica, are there any questions?
We do. And just as a reminder, if anyone has any questions, please type them in their Q&A box on the screen and we will get them answered for you. First question is, what are the qualifications needed for a 15-year term business loan, not an SBA loan?
Well, that is an interesting question. So SBA is 10 years. No one's doing 15-year term loans. It's a non-existing product. So right now in this environment, if you can get a 2-year term loan, that's really good. You might be able to get a 3-year, depending on credit and a number of things, but 2 years and under is where it's at in a term loan product. If we can secure against, some sort of assets, free and clear equipment, decent equipment, we may be able to do 5 years, 3 to 5 years. But no one that I know of is doing a 15-year term loan, in business. You can do a commercial mortgage for 25 years or maybe structure it as a 15-year for real estate, but no one's doing any type of business loans or working capital type of loans for 15 years. And not even in this environment, even pre-COVID, no one was offering a 15-year product.
Okay. This next one is a multi-part, multiple questions in one. So you may have stated that you pay referral partner renewal commission and additional commission as long as still a referral partner broker is with National Business Capital. Do you have production requirements, minimum production requirements for broker to maintain a relationship with National Business Capital?
Yeah, so great question. Yes, as long as I think you've funded a deal with us in 6 months, you'd get paid, on those. My team would be able to better answer that. It's pretty fair, it's realistic. Just in order to continue to pay out, those commissions, we want you to be working with us. Our goal is to not, cut off brokers at all, unless you're doing something you shouldn't be, or extremely difficult to work with. We do fund some of our own transactions, and then we also broker out a lot of our deals as well too. So we are probably one of the leading like mega brokers in the country, and then certain deals we do as well. We have monthly payment, we have monthly pay programs, we have weekly programs, we have bi-weekly repayment programs. So just depending on the transaction and the deal, we'll make that up. But for strong deal, strong cash flow, we can do bi-weekly and weekly payments. And then the examples that you gave for the referral partner commissions. So we do a 30% rev share. So whatever commission we get, on our lender, commissions that we generate from our lending partners, we do a 30% rev share back to the referral partner. It's hard to do a set. I saw your examples and you're breaking it down, and that's why it fluctuates. Because sometimes even though the dollar amount may be higher, maybe there was less points and maybe it was a lower dollar amount and more points. So instead of paying a flat fee, which makes us can make us, it cannot make sense in certain transactions. We just do a rev share, which makes it easy. So, what you get paid is from a points perspective can fluctuate. It's all based on the points that we would be collecting or making. So I hope that makes sense. And if you have any further questions on that, just reach out to my team, and we can go through it with you. We've got a basic agreement that outlines all this stuff. And, we're all about protecting you and protecting your deal. And we've got, partners that have been with us for 5 and even 10 years at this point.
Okay. Do you cut broker relationships? I'm not sure if that means dropping brokers for one reason or another.
Yeah, I think I answered that. We'd only cut a broker off if you're sending deals that don't make sense, and not really listening, or sending us really bad stuff, or but our goal is, we love our partners and we want to help you be successful and work with you. We'd only cut you off if there was a reason for it.
Mm-hmm. I think you answered the next one. It says, do you fund your own transactions, or are you a matchmaking software super broker? So I think all of the above, it sounds like.
Yeah, we're all the above. So we matchmake, super broker, and work our own transactions.
Tell me more about your working capital programs. Do you have monthly pay programs, or are they daily pay or weekly pay?
All of these I think I answered already, because
Yeah.
I read through it and saw it. So
Okay. So yeah, I'm just, so you feel like you've answered all of the ones in that particular question then?
yeah, and the other questions, yes, it's 30% profit share to the broker. So the broker would make 30%, but you have to remember, we take over and do the whole transaction. So you don't have to, brokers that work with us, they'll send them over to us. Our team takes it over and we'll work the transaction from start to finish. So you can stay focused on, what you do best and your core lending products.
So that last one, it's a profit sharing 30% to broker and 60% to National Business Capital. Is that accurate?
It's 30% to the broker. It would technically be 70%, to us, but we have sales reps and stuff involved that also get paid out through the transaction on our side.
Gotcha. All right. Not seeing any other questions. We'll give it just a second or two to somebody's typing. We'll get those out to you. And obviously, if anybody comes up with any questions later, sure, feel free to reach out to National Business Capital directly, and we can get those answered for you. So,
Absolutely.
not seeing any other questions. So with that, we'll go ahead and wrap up. A big thanks to all our participants, and especially our valued funding source member and gold sponsor, National Business Capital. Thanks for a great job. We invite everyone to meet with National Business Capital in person next year at our 2024 AACFB annual conference in April in Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks again for joining us, and have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Take care. Thank you, Monica. Be well.